dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, episode 81 in Studio K.
Studio K?
For Kybers.
Kyber?
We are up in Kybers, California, El Dorado National Forest.
Recording remotely.
Dispersed camping
is allowed.
And fires are allowed again in California.
And we did both.
There's snow on the ground at 5,000 feet here. We're a little above 5,000 feet.
Yeah, a little bit of snow, and it's cold.
It is cold.
It's crisp.
Very nice, though. It's awesome.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Crystal clear days.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was a phenomenal day. We got up here Friday evening.
That's right.
Just before curfew hit in California.
The new curfew, yeah. And we got ahead of the wave of people exiting the Bay Area. We made good time.
We made great time. And, so we're, again, social distance champions out here in the middle of the forest.
Yeah. Well, they're not letting it go. They're not letting this COVID thing just keeps on keeping on.
And our illustrious governor, Newscomb. Anyways, so it was nice to come up here, have a great weekend. We joined up with the Mudsuckers.
Well, hold on.
Four Drive Club. What do you mean, hold on?
You didn't introduce us.
I don't have to. They already know who I am.
Oh, I'm Chris. I'm the co-host.
Okay.
I'm doing well, by the way.
Oh, you are? Oh, I was just about to ask you how you're doing. You look cold.
Yeah, no, well, I'm dressed. Yeah, I mean, we're in our campers, but this is the way to camp when it's winter,
It makes for a very comfortable evening with the heater on.
Nice when the heater kicks on. And
you leave the campfire and then go into your nice warm camper.
Exactly.
Hashtag Lance Life.
Hashtag Lance Life. Glamping.
Love it.
Sweet. All right, anyway.
Okay, so now that you know who we are, because we've only 81 episodes into this
81,
thing.
81, yeah, no, right? Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to derail your thing, but...
That's all right.
Anyway.
So, they have an annual turkey shoot that Mudsuckers do.
That's right.
And so not too much of a turnout of their club this year, but we were here, and I don't know, there was about 15 people or so.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Yeah, Crystal and Ray brought their whole family there from West Virginia.
More guests than members.
Yeah, it was great. So we do a little trap shoot.
Yep.
Fling out. You get three shots, 3 pigeons,
mm-hmm.
and then if there's you hit all 3, then you go into the finals, and then until somebody misses, basically.
Right.
And how'd you end up there your first round?
Big fat goose egg.
Yeah, same here. It's not like me.
Something wrong with the arrow.
Because after the contest, then we started doing pieces, which is a great game. If you've never trap shoot or skeet shot before, these clay pigeons, biodegradable, by the way.
That's right, biodegradable.
You fling out there, and we got these hand throwers. So it is up to the person throwing of how it gets thrown, hard or
Tom
easy.
told me that you could eat those things.
I don't know about that. He probably could. So then this game pieces is you line up in a row, and the first person shoots that calls it.
Right.
And then if that person hits it, then the person next to you can hit a piece of it and knock you out.
Right.
Or if you miss and then they hit the clay pigeon, then you get knocked out.
Right.
And so it's a fun game. You got to be on it. You got to be watching. I mean, even if you're like 4 or 5 people down the row, those people can miss and you could tag it and everybody's out and you win.
The game goes quick.
It goes quick. Yeah. I won yesterday, the first round, so that was cool. I love winning pieces because that's a tough game.
What happened in the second round?
Somebody took me out. Who was that? Wasn't Lorenzo. Lorenzo's not here. Tom was already out. I can't remember. Who do you know? Chris?
Me. I did it.
I sound like an owl. Who? Yes, you did. You took and I don't feel bad getting taken out with a piece, because if I miss a pigeon and then I get taken out, that sucks because you suck.
I caught a small piece.
But you caught a small piece. You got a little piece.
I got a little
piece of the pigeon. So there you go. So fun day exercising our Second Amendment rights here.
How long did I last?
I don't know. Was it much longer after that? I went back to the campfire.
Well, then I was up. I said pull. The pigeon came out. I hit it, and then the person next to me, Tommy.
Oh, hit the piece,
and I was going just like that. Bam, bam.
There you go. So
quick game.
it's a lot of fun. And then we had a bunch of targets set up, handguns.
Yep, rifles.
I didn't even shoot handgun. I shot the 22 rifle.
Yeah,
the Ruger 22. I love that gun. That's a fun little gun.
Yeah, those are great little guns. Good for plinking.
Got one of the Mudsuckers kids. I think he was about 8 years old. Mm-hmm. So he had a revolver 22 that he was shooting
kind of cool. Yeah,
and he was like 30 yards out hitting this target.
Yeah, I mean over and over again.
Yeah, that was impressive. And then I'm like, hey, you ever shoot a 22 rifle? And he goes, no. So showed him all the safety there and got him comfortable with the gun, and then he started plinking away and hitting the target right out of the gate. So that was cool.
Very cool.
He had a blast.
We should mention that some of the guests that were here today or yesterday were from West Virginia.
I mentioned that earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
But I mean, some of them have never shot before.
Right.
I mean, how do you live in West Virginia and not shoot?
I don't know. I thought they give you a shotgun when you're born.
I thought so too.
Apparently not.
But yes, a couple of the girls, they'd never shot before. And I think their dad's like a firearms instructor in the police.
Well, yeah, there's something going on there. Yeah, he's definitely had some skills.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's fun watching them shoot a 12-gauge shotgun for the first time.
I know. She was, what was her name? I don't remember her name, but she was super timid. And she didn't, she's like, oh, you got to pull the trigger, pull it.
It was awesome.
Just pull the trigger in just so you can get a feel for it. And bam, she's like, oh my God.
Super cool. It was fun. That's always a good time watching, it's learn responsibly.
Yes.
And it can be a very, very fun activity.
Very fun, absolutely.
Safety first.
Yes,
eye and ear protection.
Everybody's behind the shooting line. Yep.
Yeah. Nobody beyond the shooting line.
Nobody beyond the shooting line. If you need to go up to reset targets, we shut the shooting line down.
All the guns down, unloaded, actions open.
That's right.
So there you go. But a lot of fun. So,
needle and thread.
Yes. We were hoping to get some snow wheeling in up here, but there wasn't enough snow on the road at this level.
No, we put the trucks in four-wheel low.
Yeah,
so.
there was the road was a little slippery coming in.
A little steep and slippery. Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to pull out the strap and pull the Dodge up the hill, but you made it.
I pushed you up.
You got it. Yeah, you pushed me up.
Snow, hopefully snow soon. I mean, looking at the long-term forecast before we left for this trip, it's going to be at least through Thanksgiving dry.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It changes all the time. All the time. Weather guessers don't know.
So when this episode drops, it'll be Thanksgiving will already have happened. So we should probably say, hope everybody had a great turkey day.
I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And if you're in California, you could only have like 6 people at your house. So I'm sure everybody abided by that.
Right.
And And you were home by 10 p.m. when curfew started.
Bedded down.
So between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m.?
5 a.m.
Yeah, good. All right.
No traveling.
I'm sure everybody did that.
Only essential travel. You can walk your dog, and apparently you can go to the grocery store to pick up milk.
After 10 o'clock? Between those hours?
Yeah.
Oh. What if you don't have a dog?
You can walk your donkey, I guess.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Right, Lorenzo's not awake. He stays up till midnight sometimes, but he's definitely not up before 5.
Nice. So what else we got?
Well, we had some good libations.
Yes, we did.
Had some good wine, and then, of course, you had the Old Elk.
I brought out the Old Elk bottle early.
Did you hear about the last podcast of the Snail Boys with the Flaming Elk? One of their listeners suggested that they need to make a Flaming Elk. That's a crime right there.
I don't know.
So do you know what a Flaming Elk would be?
They'd pour it into a shot glass and light it on fire. Oh, no.
Fireball.
No.
That's what I'm saying. No, can't do that. No. So, I don't know. It's probably a Toyota guy that mentioned that. I don't know.
Well, and I was listening to, I think, the latest episode when we were driving up, and maybe it's later in the episode because I didn't hear that.
Yeah, and they said just do that to piss off the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey guys, and that would piss us off.
Oh, well, yeah.
That would really piss us off.
Yeah, no.
So don't do that.
Don't abuse the Old Elk.
Don't mix Old Elk with anything, but maybe a big ice rock.
Right. So we got here Friday night. Friday afternoon, evening, we kind of set up camp and then got the campfire going, and then obviously made dinner. And then we had some
we were supposed to have steaks for dinner. What happened there, Chris?
They were frozen still.
Chris goes over to my camper and goes, we got a problem. I go, what's the problem? We're up in the Sierras, a beautiful evening, and he throws 2 frozen steaks on my floorboard of my camper, vacuum packed.
Yep.
But frozen solid. There ain't no way those were thawing out in any time soon.
No. So, I mean, they were in the fridge for 2 days, but clearly that wasn't good enough. So
there you
change
go.
of plans. Went to spaghetti dinner with which was great.
That was
we had
good.
Italian sausage with some vodka sauce.
Ooh, that sauce was good, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
But yeah, then the Old Elk came out. I was drinking Old Elk with. Actually, it was neat because it was so freaking cold that the Old Elk was chilled.
Oh yeah,
just sitting on the table.
No,
outside.
that's the nice thing. I love winter camping, and especially if it's snow on the ground and Lance camper with the heater on.
That's right.
But so some good whiskeys there, and then what we need to talk about here, Chris, is our patrons once again. Just real quick.
Oh yeah,
thank our patrons. We have 30 now.
That's right. We're a little out of touch with the internet right now, but as of Friday, we had 30
patrons. So thank each and every one of you. 30. That's what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving.
Oh hell yeah. We have a new patron. To our newest patron number 30
was
Don.
Oh, Don, the Land Rover guy.
Yeah, Rovicon.
Hey, right on. Don, thank you for stepping up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate that. And so you have a rant, right, Chris? It's going to go out to the patrons only?
I do.
So that'll happen by the time this podcast airs.
Oh, yeah. It'll be
all
ready.
Right. Well, if you haven't heard it, if you're a patron, check it. Does that get emailed out, or how's that happen?
It's in the Patreon system. So when I post it up, they'll get emails from Patreon
notifying them that hey, there's something from Wheeling Wine and Whiskey.
A message, because I post messages sometimes.
Okay, all right,
whatever. So videos can go up, not videos, but we can do audio files and all sorts of stuff. So
Lorenzo finally gave me the password to that, so I need to look into that next week and see how that works. Start sending out some messages.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So thanks to each and every one of you. We've got some exciting things planned here for 2021.
Yep.
Some things have happened already that we will elaborate on soon, but very, very happy with the direction this podcast has gone and the fanfare from it, and seeing our stickers out in the wild.
Yeah.
I was on, I'm breezing through Instagram. Sometimes you go down rabbit holes, right? Somebody will post something on their story, and you could click on it to get to that post.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you watch the other post that person did,
right.
So you go down this rabbit hole. And so I'm just flipping through, and there was one of our stickers amongst a bunch of other stickers. And I'm like, holy crap. There's one of our stickers there, and so I DM'd the person. I go, hey, see, you got great taste in podcasts, so that was cool. He goes, hell yeah, I love your podcast. So
right on,
yeah. So that's fun. So anyways, post those up, tag us, and I'll repost that stuff.
And spread the good word
when I have service. Sometimes I go off the grid here and don't have service, like right now.
Yeah,
which is a great thing.
It's absolutely. I'm afraid when we get down to service, my phone's going to blow up.
Oh, it will. That's okay. So, KOH 2021.
It's supposed to happen.
Well, there's a lot of people that are, it ain't gonna happen. Well, it's happening.
One way or another?
It's happening somehow, some way. It's going to be modified, I'm sure, but it's happening.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how Hammertown is handled.
Well, there obviously is going to, it's in California. There's going to be all this, mask wearing and social distancing, and
limiting people coming
I don't know.
I don't know.
But that's the only part that they can control. The rest of the desert they can't control.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no way. It's impossible. So it's extended. It's longer.
Yeah.
So January 28th through February 6th.
Yeah.
So that's when the gate opens on the 28th. And then, so that's a Thursday,
right?
I believe. And then, so January 30th, that first Saturday, is the Toyo Desert Challenge.
So that's the trophy trucks.
That's the trophy trucks are going to be that first weekend.
So they'll be in and out. They won't be there all week. They'll just get their races done, and then they'll split to move on to the next thing.
Yep. So they those 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, there's qualifying and everything, and then the big boys are going to race on that Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday afternoon. So that's pretty cool. And then rolling into Monday is qualifying for the Can-Ams.
Right.
And then, of course, the shootout that night.
Right.
which is a freaking hoot. I love the
I
shootout.
wonder if they're going to do it back over there by
I don't know. I haven't heard anything
Black,
at all
what
yet.
was it?
Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate
It was
Thunder.
above. Yeah, it was right at the beginning of Chocolate Thunder on going up the hill there.
Right.
And it was a great location there. There was a couple wicked lines that you could go. There was choices for them, which was good. They just had to stay in between the flags, and a couple people didn't.
Yeah, well,
I saw that Cars for Sale. Unfaithful. I think it's called Unloyal. Unloyal.
Is that the winner?
The kid that won. He was like he was
18.
Yeah, 18 years old.
They had to go back to high school.
Back east, I believe, but Unloyal. And that car, I saw it for sale for $100,000. You could buy that and compete next year, Chris.
Yeah, that's all. I'm all over it. Not.
Why not? That would be
I
awesome.
don't have that kind of money.
I'd pit for you.
Hashtag Jason money.
Lorenzo. You could have Lorenzo tied to the hood.
Lorenzo could be in my right seat. I don't think.
I don't know if there's
seats.
a right seat in that car. I think that's just a one
one and done, man.
One seat.
Just send it.
seat e-ticket ride right there. Okay, then so Tuesday, February 2nd, is the qualifying for the EMC Everyman Challenge. Okay, so they got qualifying going on. Then King of the Motos is going on that night.
So it's a night race.
Well, they have one of it. One of them is night race. And then you go into Wednesday, so they got qualifying LCQ for the 4400, last chance.
Right, and last year EMC was on Wednesday.
Yes.
So that's a big change.
Yeah, so everything got shifted around here. The Pit Crew Challenge is that afternoon, evening, which is fun inside of Hammertown. And then roll into Thursday is the Can-Am UTV.
Right.
King of the Hammers race. So that's Thursday now. Friday is EMC, which used to be the 4400. And then, of course, on Saturday is the 4400 King of the Hammers big boy race.
Right. On Saturday night.
On Saturday. Yeah.
So typically, Hammertown kind of clears out, or Hammertown, Johnson Valley empties out on either Friday night or Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of people
exodus.
start heading out after the race on Friday night, and then Saturday morning is like, whew, let's go. We got 80,000 people that got to hit the road.
We were like wheels up by 4:45 or something last year.
It's always early. But it's worth it to get out of there and on the road and get out of the dust. You're ready to leave the Boone Road at that point. As soon as
Boone Road.
As soon as your front tires hit that pavement off of Boone Road, you're like, oh, here we go. Back to civilization.
Big cloud of dust.
Yeah, and then it's just blowing off the camper and the buggy and the trailers and shit for the next mile.
Jeez.
And then half of Hammertown comes home inside your camper. You're blowing that out. Neighbors are yelling at me. Big old dust cloud.
So we're already getting excited because it's less than it's less than 90 days. I don't want to count it up. It's probably 75 days. At this point.
We've already started preparing.
So
menus will be going out soon.
Yep.
We get our group together,
see who's going, who's not going, figure out the menu, figure out who's staying for how long, and that's going to be the question that we have to figure out: is do we bug out Sunday morning? A day later, or do we stay until Monday after everybody's bugged out and it's a super chill situation?
Yeah, we'll play it by ear.
Absolutely. So
too early to make those decisions.
But Wheeling Wine and Whiskey is going to be there, folks.
Yeah.
So plan accordingly.
So, and then leading up to the race, so in the next few weeks here. We're going to be talking with Kevin Jones, Ultra 4 Jones.
That's right.
On his race prep.
That's right.
Of course, Amber and the Suzuki Samurai.
Right.
Amber the Hammer. So we're going to follow up with her and see how their team is doing. Two Stone Racing, right?
That's right. Two Stone Racing. And then we got one other.
And then we got one more there. We got two more, actually. We got Arturo.
Oh, that's right, Arturo.
Arturo Soria.
Right.
Who's one of our very first Ultra 4 drivers that we interviewed.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So we're going to follow up with Arturo. And then we got the EVE, the electric vehicle with Wheel Spec Garage.
Continuing our series with them.
Yeah.
Their march towards the start line.
We got a lot of good feedback from that. People are excited about this. Something different,
it's
something
incredible.
new. A lot of questions. How are they charging? How are the batteries going to work? How long can they go?
Right.
Everybody's got those questions, and Wheel Spec Garage has the same questions. So
maybe
they're working on it.
Put a lightning rod on it.
Well, something.
And just hope for a lightning strike.
Well, and then 88 miles an hour, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to go 88 because bad things happen.
Oh, really? Okay, so they got to go
87
or below. All right.
But no, we've got a lot of great stuff coming up. It's going to be awesome.
They're going to be hammering across the dry lake bed out there and just disappear. What if they time warped straight to the finish line
Well, there you go.
and beat everybody?
Just like
That would be freaking awesome.
Didn't they just start?
Setting a new record of 15 minutes.
Shit.
All right. Anyway, so that's going to be fun. Following up with those 4 teams.
Yes.
Getting ready for KOH. And our patrons, our loyal followers have spoken, and they like the content of the race and leading up to the race and what these teams are doing. So, and we enjoy it too. It's freaking awesome. It's fun watching them spend all their money, and we just get to sit back and talk about it.
Yeah, and drink.
Hey, so you might be getting a ride. You were supposed to get a ride last year, but this year I've got 2 rides lined up for you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so you better get your Depends packed in your camper there.
We'll have to see. I mean, my back situation.
This doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we'll dope you up with some Vicodin and then a couple of shots of Old Elk.
Well, there you go.
And we'll strap you into the car and send it
in the passenger seat.
Just going to send it.
Just going to send it. Yeah, Larry Enticer. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I know Arturo, just wants to get me in the car, and I don't know who the second one is. Is it supposed to be Kevin or?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Right. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Yeah. So it'll just be that podcast will be stop. Anyway,
yeah, we do need to mic you up somehow. That'd be good.
Well, they've said they're going to have some GoPros on me.
Oh, definitely GoPros for sure.
Yeah,
that's going to be priceless. It's so good.
Depends. Oh, not that old. Bite me.
Just depends. It just depends. All right. So what else? Oh, hey, I do want to mention my Goodyear tires that I just put on the truck.
Oh, yeah.
So this was like the first trip off road with them, the camper.
I had to push you up the hill.
No, you didn't. But I'm happy with those tires. So those are the Goodyear Wrangler, mud and snow edition there.
The Duratrax.
The Duratrax, yeah. The Wrangler Duratrax. And it's nice because they got a little hum going down the highway. Not crazy, mud tire hum, but they got, it lets you know. And it gives a little more aggressive stance there on the truck.
Well, they're definitely more aggressive tread than the Michelins you had before.
The original. Those they did well in the snow, but these look like they're going to do freaking awesome. So I'm looking forward to Highway 80 snow wheeling, going up to the ski resorts if they're
soon.
Open. They're supposed to be open now.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Well, speaking of ski resorts, so how's that going to work out this year? I know you were scrambling for reservations.
I made reservations. There was 246,000 people ahead of me in the waiting room. I didn't even know you could fit that many people in a waiting room.
Just some of your closest friends.
It was a virtual waiting room. I'm sure they had the snowboarders separated from the skiers in the waiting room because it would have been a mass hysteria fights.
Oh, yeah, no.
Breaking out and stuff. Anyways, it took like 3 hours. But the cool thing was this is through Vial Resorts, the Epic Pass. And so right when you could jump on in the morning, I jumped on, logged in. Okay, you're in the virtual waiting room. We will send you an email, and you have a 20-minute window to make your reservation. So it was about 3 hours later, made my reservation, and I had no problem getting the dates that I knew, for holiday weekends and stuff, President's Day weekend and stuff that's busy.
So you can book the whole year?
You could do up to 7 days. Up to 7 days
throughout the
ski season. Yep, 7 days.
Can you go back and do more, or you just...
Yes. So you could do your 7. I did 4. And then last week I jumped back on and did Thanksgiving Day. So, but anyways, back to your point. So you can book up to 7. So like if you have a trip planned, right, you're going to go to one of the resorts in Colorado or something.
Right.
And you got this family trip or whatever it is, then you could book that and you're locked in. But for normal skiing, where you're like, okay, I'm going to go up, Friday and ski. Well, you can make reservations that Wednesday before for the following week. So, and you could do it that unlimited number of times.
So, you can't just drive up and say, I'm going to go skiing today and just walk to the
without a reservation. No, not at an Epic ski resort.
Wow.
Yeah. But the non-Epic ski resorts, no reservations. Although Mammoth had reservations, and they're not Epic. They're part of the Icon Pass. Anyways, it's weird, but I did go through all the major resorts that I thought would fill up And nothing was blacked out. No days were blacked out yet, so they hadn't reached capacity. At that point, but I didn't. I'll check this next week and see if some days are starting to black out. So I don't know. So far, it's fine. It's just another freaking the new world we live in, and I'm curious because North Star opened up this weekend, and I'm curious how many runs they had open and how that whole thing played out.
Right,
because it was open Friday and we were up here, so I don't know. We'll look into that and see. But anyways,
how are the lifts? I mean, they're going to be like you're not. If it's a quad, they're going to be like two people.
They're leaving it up to people. Like they're not going to determine if the 3 or 4 people that are on that chair are from the same household or whatever. That's up to you.
Oh, okay.
If you want to be by yourself, then you jump out by yourself and go. But you're supposed to be on like a 4-pack chair. You be on either side. But anyways, we'll see. And then you kind of naturally social distance in line with the length of the skis and everything.
Right. Yeah. Well,
especially those big old 210s that I ski. So you got to stay way away from me.
That's back in the old days. Skis are
anyways,
wider now.
I'm looking forward to ski season. So, but this isn't the skiing podcast. You can go listen to. There's a ton of great skiing content.
We talk about everything. I mean, you talked to Glenn Plake.
I know. So we did get a little skiing action there. That was great.
And you guys did touch on how he's really well connected and how the lodges are going to be like, what the food service is going to be like. You're not going to it'll be like grab and go or whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, it's. I'm going to be brown bagging it.
It's going to be weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't skied in years, and I was hoping to be back in shape and be able to ski, but
all you got to do is slide down the hill.
That's all. Slide down. Just put the skis and downhill
just send
and
it.
Go. Just send it. Anywho, well, I'm hopeful. Hopefully, you get up there soon and get to have fun, and there's a lot of snow.
There you go. So, what happened in camp Friday night?
I don't know. I was in my camper.
Yeah, you were in your camper. Door was open.
No, I was. What was I doing? I was.
I don't know, cleaning or something.
No. I was thinking. I was getting a bottle of wine open. I can't remember. I was in the middle of something, and you go, "Hey, Chris, need some help?
Help over here. We need some help.
I'll be right there." No. But I didn't detect urgency.
Well, I started yelling at you.
Then the urgency hit.
We need help. Help over here.
So yeah,
any help would be appreciated. Come on out of the camper, Chris. At least look.
But there was we had an incident in camp on Friday night.
Yeah, we usually have somebody roll out of their chair at the campfire, but this was a rollover in camp.
A rollover in a Can-Am
side by side.
Camp. Yeah,
X3,
right? Maverick.
Badass. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, old Tommy, racing around.
Coming in hot.
Came in way too hot, and I'm sitting there at the campfire. I go, oh, this is, nope, here we go. Sure enough, on its lid.
Boom, and I missed it.
It wasn't a violent roll. It just rolled over. He just caught, got sideways, and the tires caught edge and just rolled. It was upside down.
Night run.
And what really sucked, because, the first thing, of course, I didn't care about Tommy, but I cared about Victoria that was in the passenger seat and see if she was okay.
Yeah.
And she was fine. She was shooken up, obviously. Didn't expect to end up upside down.
No.
But
with Tommy, anything's possible.
Well, that's why I said, he goes, hey, I'm going to go running around. And I go, okay, great. I'll be here at the campfire because I've done that too many times with him. So I knew how that was going to end. And sure enough.
Right.
So, but the thing that sucked right after I realized that they were okay was we didn't have a recovery vehicle.
No.
There was no rigs in camp with winches.
No, and our campers are set up. The jacks are down.
Everybody, you had your truck and camper. I had my truck and camper. Tommy had his truck and camper. And here's this Can-Am upside down. So... so I go, okay, Tom. So we tried pushing it. That's where we're yelling, "Hey, help!" We got it up on its side,
right?
But we couldn't get it back on its wheels. And so Tom says, "Okay, I got to unhook my truck off the camper." So he lifted up his camper off the back of the truck. He did it within 5 minutes. He was quick.
Oh yeah, no.
And I grabbed a strap out of his trailer, a ratchet, big, tie down, car tie down.
Yeah.
2-inch strap. And hooked it up to the roll cage, hooked it up to the front hook on his truck, and just yanked her right back over.
Boom, done.
And there you go. He broke a few things. Did light bar. Mirror was broken. The spare tire. Oh, his pride, definitely was bruised a little bit. And the spare tire rack, both locks for that broke.
Didn't need something to do with the coilover.
No, the shock reservoir had spun.
Oh, right.
So we had limited tools with us, so we couldn't spin it back, but we were able to kind of get things tidied up the next morning so he could go running around on Saturday.
Even has a little duct tape on it.
A little duct tape. Yeah, you had duct tape. So
we never leave home without it.
Wrapped up the mirror and duct tape so it wasn't flopping around. But anyways, no blood, no foul. But just exciting stuff here, and with Tommy around, something's going to happen.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm like,
boy.
what? And I popped my head out, and I'm like, what in the fuck are you guys doing?
Well, there you go, upside down. I got a great photo.
Good. We'll have to post that one up.
You took the video of us rolling it back over, so
right.
But that was kind of uneventful, just yanking it back over. But well, there you go. We weren't planning on four-wheeling or doing any recoveries, but here we are.
No, this is a shooting weekend, eating weekend, and drinking weekend.
Nice, relaxing weekend. Yesterday was great, and then we did a little Christmas tree hunting.
That's what. I don't do that.
Yeah,
but,
so that was great. Went up with Ray and Crystal and her family. And we piled into the truck and went up the hill. Tommy went out in the side-by-side and found his tree. So we went up pretty high. We were just below 7,000 feet.
And you hiked, 14,
And we hiked,
miles?
Oh my gosh, we hiked all kinds through the country, because being a horticulturist, I want to, when you're supposed to pick, a group of trees that's together. You pick your tree, and then the other trees will thrive because you've thinned out the herd a little bit, right? You don't want to take one that's like right in the middle of a meadow all by itself.
That's your forestry thing.
Yeah, but they did a lot of logging up here, so that was the problem. And so there was a lot of, just off the road, there wasn't anything to choose from. It was all logged out. So we had to go up higher and then hiking through manzanita and brush, bushwhacking.
You guys were gone a long time.
Yeah, it was a couple hours.
I mean, Tom was out and back in 20 minutes with 2 trees.
Yeah.
And then we're like, do.
No, we have fun, though. It's an adventure. It's an adventure.
All right. Well, my family, we used to go, Christmas tree hunting, if you will, in Half Moon Bay, all the
hunting
Christmas
trees.
tree farms. And I remember the last time we did it, we went with another family, and we were walking, through the farm with our handsaw.
Right.
And we found this gorgeous tree. And I told my oldest kid, I said, Craig, you stand by this tree and don't let anybody else cut this tree. It's our tree.
Okay.
And he's like, okay. And so we wander off. We're going to continue looking at trees, see if we find anything better. Well, I don't know. He wandered away. We didn't find anything better. He wandered away. We came back. So let's go grab that tree. The tree was
already cut and gone. Oh, perfect. That's great. Nice job.
You had one job.
Yeah, one job. One job. That's all you had to do. Stand here and wait.
So now we have an artificial tree. They're always perfect.
Yeah. I've got an artificial tree as well. It's just, you don't have to. You can set it up early. You can stay up late.
Yep. It's even pre-lit.
Good.
Just like an umbrella.
Like where one branch is, you just bend it over the other way.
Yep. I mean, our cats climbing the tree,
damn
whatever.
Cats.
I hate the cats, but whatever.
Knocking ornaments out of the tree.
Yep. So
that's awesome.
So Christmas is coming up. It's just around the corner.
So our next episode, we need to do our buying guide for four-wheeling and wine and whiskey.
Yeah.
I already got some ideas.
I do too.
I know Snail Trail, by the time this episode comes out, they already have their buying guide out.
No.
So it'll be interesting to see what they got, but it'll probably be all like Toyota stuff, light bars
and shit like that.
Yeah, light bars, AC,
sticker,
components.
The sticker that says AC before lockers.
Yep. All that stuff that you don't need off road is what Tyler will probably recommend.
Tyler's already patented or trademarked that
AC before lockers.
Oh yeah. He's got stickers and everything.
I don't know. No, I guess he got he got his batteries mounted up. He's wiring up old Kermit there, so because snow wheeling is happening.
It's his thing.
So he needs to get on it.
I want to do a little snow wheeling this year. I want to try out my 35.
Well, yeah, and he mentioned they were giving me shit for not liking snow wheeling, but he did mention that it's because I'm out snowmobiling and skiing, and those are my main activities. But I do like to get a couple snow wheeling trips in. I do enjoy it, and the Jeep's fine with a top on it, and it's got plenty of heat. That heater cranks.
Yeah.
But and I got my ski gear, all my snowmobiling gear is great for four-wheeling.
Oh yeah, no. And your battery-powered jacket.
And the battery power. Oh, that's so good. I love the battery-powered jacket, that DeWalt jacket, heated jacket.
Hashtag DeWalt.
So, yeah, but they did mention, he carries a full-size shovel, and what I found works really well is on the snowmobile, we carry, shovels for Avi. If you got to dig your buddy out or something, or digging your own sled out, which happens a lot. But those shovels are designed to move a lot of snow, and they fold up to nothing. They're aluminum, lightweight. They're not cheap, but they make a couple different cool shovels out there.
This isn't the style shovel that the Huntress or Christina uses on the Huntress.
I don't know. I didn't see her shovel.
She's got. Well, she had the RV when you saw her, but she's got some pretty cool. We'll have to touch bases with her and see what shovel she's got.
Well, yeah. So I've got a couple of them, and one of them has in the handle is a saw. Saw blade, yeah.
Really?
So, if you got to cut some branches or something, for fire, or you slide into a tree, and, that's happened before snowmobiling. Again, got to get all wadded up in branches and shit.
Tree, watch out.
But the shovel's big, it's wide. It's a snow shovel, and it'll extend out. It doesn't extend to a full-size shovel, but enough to where you can get a hand on it.
Right.
Where it's not one of those stupid little, army shovels.
Now, I mean, most of this, when you're
like a
snowmobiling in the
teaspoon.
backcountry, it's pretty light and fluffy, or is it Sierra?
Not in California.
No, it's a concrete.
Light and fluffy days are rare. We've had them. I've been, and they're wonderful. You're getting face shots all day, just powder, just blowing up. It's freaking, those are good days, but it's rare.
Those, yeah.
It's rare. We get Sierra cement. We just get
Sierra cement.
It's high water content snow.
Right.
This isn't Colorado. So, anyways, but yeah, so that was my follow up on their snow wheeling there. So I'll probably be out there. I might just be right seat with you. Just
Maybe.
let you four-wheel for a change.
We need to figure out a lodging situation. I know I listened to that episode, and they said they like to have their tent, their campers, and blah blah blah. And we used to have a buddy's cabin that we would stay at in Pollock Pines, and we can make the run up to Ice House, or up to the beginning of the Rubicon, or we can go to Wentworth Springs, but that cabin's gone. And so
we got options.
We're looking for new friends that have cabins up in the Sierras.
If you got a cabin and want to go snow wheeling, let us know. Oh, that's classic.
Perfect.
All right. So what else do you have on your list? I see you got all kinds of notes over there.
No, I'm
nothing.
I'm just taking notes of what you're talking about.
We got a review that we'll have to read next time because we can't access it right now.
We have no internet.
But we need the 5-star reviews. They help us out.
Yes.
If you want to, you're in the giving mood this time of the year, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
And you want to give something that just cost you a couple minutes of your time, hop on there and give us a 5-star review. And you can type in a few sentences about Chris or Lorenzo or myself or the podcast or
Whiskey,
what you like.
bourbon.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, bourbon.
Wine.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of backtracking a little bit. The bottle that Code brought up that we tried, the Ocean's or Jefferson's Ocean.
Yeah, Jefferson's Ocean.
Voyage 20.
Yes, Voyage 20.
And because we were drinking Voyage 22.
Yeah, 22. It's all kind of a gimmick, but it's good stuff.
It's great.
I don't spit it out by any means.
It's on the pricier side, and it's gimmicky, but again, it's kind of interesting to sample the different flavor profiles.
Yeah,
I mean they're subtle.
The nuances it picks up rolling around in the oceans of the world.
The hold of a big cargo ship.
I don't know. It is. It's kind of interesting. They talk about what was on the ship or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? You can read the little label.
Yeah. I mean,
it talks about that particular voyage and
exactly what ports of call they were at. And, if there were hula girls on board.
Yeah, right.
So.
Right. So interesting. But yeah, I haven't had a Jefferson's I didn't like. Let's put it that way.
No.
Their price points are across the board. I mean, they go all the way up to $100 plus. So that gets pretty spendy for a whiskey. I'd rather have 2 bottles of Old Elk at that price point. But
exactly,
unless it's some ridiculous, I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's worth a hundo.
Well, if you get the 12 and 18-year-olds, I mean...
Well, the rye, didn't you... How much was the Old Elk rye? That was in the $80 range, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was like, about $90.
That's damn good. I wonder what the wheated's going to go for. I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it in a while.
We just got to taste a little sampler.
Well, I got my eyes... I got to talk to Raja and see if I can score that.
Yeah, I've been looking around. I scored that Blanton's bottle, just randomly at Bevmo for $70, $69.99. That was a good win-win right there.
I spent a lot of money on bourbon this year. So.
But the bourbon, I had trouble choosing bottles for this trip.
No,
because there was a lot to choose from. I kind of reorganized the cellar there.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
And I'm running out of shelf space. I got to add another shelf.
You might have a problem.
I do. But I've got some bottles that I'm going to break out during Thanksgiving that we'll enjoy that are got about 4 or 5 pours left in them. You know,
good.
so we'll empty out some bottles, clear some
knock the
space
shelf
here
down
for
a bit,
2021.
Yeah. Perfect.
Do a little house cleaning.
There you
bourbon
go.
cleaning.
Drinking yeah, whatever.
I'm making a bourbon chocolate chip pecan pie.
Oh, again,
Yeah,
you did that
I did
last
it last year. It was great.
Oh, right
yeah.
on.
So, anyways.
So yeah, do the 5-star reviews and then DM Jason on the IG so we can get your
we'll send you a sticker.
Send a sticker. That's right.
We got stickers. We got more stickers coming. We're almost out of our sticker allotment.
Well, we handed out a bunch this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
We had those West Virginia listeners. Hopefully, they're going to become listeners.
We'll see.
And then, what's on your hat?
They'll write a review.
You know, write it. Yeah. So cool. We're spreading the word, and hopefully, you're all spreading the word too, so we can expand our listener base.
All right. Well, look forward to our holiday buying guide / guides.
Which is going to include our merch.
And then, yes, the merch is up and running. The page was down for a little bit, but Johnny got right on it and fixed it. So,
That's right.
And you also there's discount code for our regular. Listeners, right? Any listener can use get 10% off, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's what is that one?
Well, I don't know. We're gonna.
I know the 20% off code. But that's for our patrons.
We'll DM that when we get back.
I'll put it. Yeah, I need to do an IG post. So look for an IG post, and I'll do a link or something to in the bio to the merch page.
Perfect.
And then with the discount code, and that discount code not only works for Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, but it also works for Dirtbag Clothing.
That's right.
Johnny's got a lot of cool stuff on there, so you can check that out. You can knock out some early Christmas shopping.
Nothing says I love you like Wheeling Wine and Whiskey jersey and hats and stuff. Anyway, that's pretty blatant right there. Sorry, but also if you want to get a hold of shameless self-promotion. If you want to get a hold of Jason or I, you can email us at jason@wheelingwineandwhiskey.com or chris@wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. If you feel inclined to email Lorenzo, he's lorenzo@wheelingwineandwhiskey.com.
Lorenzo.
Hey, a rumor has it he might have received a package.
He did. I got a message notification on the way up here that he received a package, so I don't know what that's all about.
He gets more mail than we do.
He gets fan mail. He gets definitely more fan mail than we do.
It must be his
ass. Fine. Well, he's high up. He's an executive, super producer, so he knows people.
Right.
All
right. Anyway, I got nothing else.
I got nothing else either. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, and look forward to the next upcoming holiday episodes here.
Boom. So, signing off from Remote Camp
K.
1.
K.
Remote Camp K.
Oh. Kybers.
We're out.